Stop chasing. Look, it's Marcel, aka Honey Bunny Sunny, and you know I'm on a mission to make you some money. Listen, today I have a really good video for you. Before we jump in there, though, if it's your first time landing on this page, hit that subscribe button, right? Hit that like button. Let's get this video into the algorithm, right? I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump into this video and show you a setup that I think could really explode your account by next week or possibly even tomorrow. Okay, so I have a chart that I'm going to pull up in just a second, and it's a stock you guys have heard of. It's not it's not some some stock you've never heard of, but it's formed something that is a very high probability, and it's a really clear move to the to the upside that I'm going to walk you through. Okay, all right. So as you can see, I have NVIDIA pulled up. Now, there's a few things going on in NVIDIA that I want to make sure that I'm clearly communicating to you, right? I want you to understand both sides. I never like to just say, hey, this is going to the moon, this is going to Pluto, this is space station, right? No, that could happen, but I want to show you, what could also happen. A great trader once said, you should be looking for as many reasons not to get into a trade as you can. And that's going to help you find the reasons to get into the trade, right? The minimal risk, right? The minimal downside, that's going to help you determine whether something is a good trade or not. All right, so I got NVIDIA pulled up here. And for all of you all that are using the popular strat method, which I highly recommend, especially if you're a new trader, just make sure your life, very, very easy. We have a failed 2 down. Right? We have a failed 2 down, and from the research that I've done, right, from how I showed you guys how to find the probability of specific setups, this is also a 80+% setup, right? So we're talking about the probability of this working out is 80% or higher. And then when we come and look at the chart, we're talking about the next reversal block on the daily is not into the 200s. So it looks like we've reached a bottom, and we could be initiating our start back to the upside to make a play on a retest before breaking higher. So for this particular play, this is not, okay, yes, it could pan out tomorrow. You can make money next week, but there's an opportunity here for you to really collect on this by swinging it out into February, okay? Now, I'm gonna use this ruler tool just to show you something real quick. This stock is down, NVIDIA is down by about 15%, which is perfect, right? We like that kind of pullback. It came down about 20% when it formed right here, but we had the news come out and all of that stuff, so that got like a lot of people skeptical. A lot of people digested the news in a certain way in terms of the rate cut. But what happens when we get news like that, it takes a little bit of while for it to really seep into the market, right? People are fearful. They drop out a little early. Some people take profits because they might have already been in plays. But we want to make sure that we are entering something away from all that noise, and I believe that's what happened today, right? So stocks came down in the earlier part of the day, and then it recovered, closing higher than what it opened today. I think it was like negative 155%, but it was like at some point almost 4% down. So it recovered, formed a failed 2D, which is like I said, an 80% plus probability on the reversal. So yeah, this could pan out tomorrow, but we're not just going for that move to to retrace the immediate highs or the previous highs. We're trying to go all the way back to the all-time, right? So something like this, I'm swinging out until February, right? It's going to give you enough time for the pops that you can't really time. I truly believe that we're going to get a pump before the end of the year, just based off of the good news that we did here in FOMC. So this is a really good play that I think, again, this is not financial advice, but this is something that I think could earn a lot of money. It's something that I'm going to be entering in tomorrow, and yeah, especially if we get a confirmation. So if we close bullish tomorrow with a higher high and a higher low, I will be entering those swings until February, right? Like I said, we can't always anticipate the pops, but you see this drop down right here. This will need to get retraced, so we could easily go to 195. We could clear that and easily make our way back up into this this bearish order block before we run into any traffic. Okay, and it doesn't always take as many days as it took to come down. You see what I'm saying? So this is a beautiful setup. It's not super expensive on the contracts. You only need one to, you know, to make it happen, you know, depending on what your account size is. You know, you can scale into it if there's ever a day during, you know, the upward movement where it, you know, where it comes down a little bit. As long as it holds this floor of about 176.50, you're in good shape, right? In terms of this reversal actually being something that you know, is holding. So yeah, out to February, it'll guard against any drawdown for any sort of, like, you know, bad news or a day where we get something that's you know, that's not favorable for Nvidia. And yeah, this is definitely like a double up play, right? A honey bun, 100% play. So I'm gonna cut this off. I hope that was helpful. Again, the strat method, right? Use it. Figure out which setups you like best. Go do the research for a year to 2 years on that stock to see what the actual probability is. I've done it on Nvidia. I've done it on Sound. I've done it on countless other stocks. And the failed 2D is my favorite setup. It doesn't happen every single day, but when it does happen, as you can see right here, you know, right here, and, you know, hopefully again right here, it recovers. And again, if the 2D is located in a, you know, a demand zone, that makes it even higher probability. Okay, so Nvidia, make sure you keep it on your radar. Tomorrow is going to be the, you know, the chance to enter again. I want to see a higher high, higher low confirmation candle on the daily. In about 5 minutes before market close, maybe even 10 minutes before market close, you can take that and ride it into February. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if this video was valuable. Remember, invest smart, live free. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.